Greetings YouTube, my name is Inquisitor Alton Overlip, and welcome to my channel. Today is Thursday, May 4th, 2023, 4:39 p.m. I'm making a response video. Not that this video needs a response. I just decided to make a response video to a guy on YouTube called Jarek the Gaming Dragon. I'm responding to his review, or making a response video, whatever you want to call it, about his review of Resistance: Fall of Man. I've made a video about him before in the past. I forgot what he said, but yeah, I guess I have too much free time, and I'm really passionate about shooters. Not passionate enough to like try to make them, or get a job doing it or nothing like that. I just like my shooters, particularly the ones from the 6th and the 7th gen. And yeah, I may make this 3 videos, but one of his comments, he goes on and on about how in his review he mentioned at least 10 times how enemies can shoot through walls, which they can, but as much as he mentions it, you think he means like it happens every single level all the time. It doesn't. For one, enemies can't shoot through walls. Not plural, no. There are certain enemies that have certain weapons that can shoot through walls. Now maybe that weapon can be picked up by other enemies, but it's usually 1 or 2 types of enemies that can shoot through walls. So, not enemies. 1 or 2 of the enemies that you face in the game can shoot through walls, and that isn't every single level. But he mentions it. He mentions it almost 10 times, saying that enemies shoot through walls. So that would kind of give you the impression. It may give you the impression that he means it happens all the time on every single level, or it may not give you that impression. I really need to organize myself here, my ideas. But here's something else he said. I'm going to play a clip from the video, his review.
Like this game. It was frustrating. And again, I like a game that's difficult and challenging, but it needs to be rewarding as well. It can't feel like bullshit all the way through, and this game definitely felt like bullshit all the way through. Now, if you're telling me, oh, I played this game when it came out, it's not that hard, you just suck at the game. Well, for one, good fucking for you, I don't care. And 2, go back and play it now because bullshit on you. A lot of you probably played this game through co-op back in the day, which would make the game easier to play. However, a game should skip.
So, it's sometimes a little frustrating when reviewers act like, and I hate to say people act like they know everything. That's just stupid. Nobody thinks they knows everything. But I hate when people give, especially game reviewers, such definite or whatever statements, but they just state stuff. Not even cautiously, they just state stuff. They just state facts they know aren't true, but because they're frustrated and don't like a game, they just state stuff. He's basically saying that most people, a lot of you, he said a lot of you, I guess he means most people that bought the game, didn't even finish it all the way through. How could you possibly know that? Just because you review games doesn't mean you know everything. Doesn't mean you know whatever. The likelihood of whatever or whoever. So it's kind of arrogant. He's saying most people. He's basically saying that most people who bought the game, or a lot of people that bought the game, didn't finish it. How would you know that? Unless they played it on co-op. Again, how would you know that? That's dumb. In other words, he's saying because he had trouble with the game, and because he gave up on the game. I think on the final level. So good for him. Good for him. I think I'm not sure. I think he gave up on the final level. I'm not sure. No, he didn't. I'm thinking about another review. He probably did. Who knows? But he's basically saying because he found it difficult, because he found it unfair, because he found it to be BS, that everyone else would too. And also, the only way the only way you could play this game or beat this game is through co-op. Something like that. Let's play it one more time.
For one person to two people, having it just incredibly factor as to why I did not like this game. It was frustrating. And again, I like a game that's difficult and challenging, but it needs to be rewarding as well. It can't feel like bullshit all the way through, and this game definitely felt like bullshit all the way through. Now, if you're telling me, oh, I played this game when it came out, it's not that hard, you just suck at the game. Well, for one, good fucking for you, I don't care. And two, go back and play it now because bullshit on you. A lot of...
Yeah, BS on you, meaning you're lying or yeah. So if you disagree with him, or if you say that you've beat the game on co-op, like nine times out of 10 he'll think you're lying and he doesn't care. So that's the main reason for this video, because he doesn't care. So he won't care either way. That's my main reason for making this video. That and to prove that he's wrong in a lot of areas.
You probably played this game through co-op back in the day, which would make the game easier to play. However,
a lot of you played this game through co-op, or probably played this game through co-op, which will make it easier to play. Well, he hasn't mentioned whether he even tried it in co-op or not. So how would you even know that it's easier? It might be harder to play with co-op. He's assuming that it'll be easier. Maybe it is, but he hasn't. I don't know. This guy's just all over the place. The point is, he sucks at this game. Now, I like his channel because he reviews a lot of shooters. It's hard to find a good channel that reviews mostly shooters, especially stuff that I like, stuff from the 6th and 7th gen. So, he played it on on normal. And I've already, later on I'll post my Let's Play, because I already Let's Play this game on normal by myself, not in co-op. So, that kind of proves them wrong right there. And then there's plenty of Let's Plays or walkthroughs for this game on YouTube that proves them wrong, showing that you don't need to play it in co-op to beat the game. But anyway, I want to play the first, I don't know, maybe 3 levels on hard. Since the game is that impossible, and since enemies shoot through walls. There's some other things I want to add while I play. I mean, commentary that I'm going to provide. And if you don't like it, so what? This isn't a Let's Play. This is more or less a informational or instructional video or whatever. And I'm not an expert at the game either. I'm not some sort of first-person shooter whiz, but I have a lot more to say about this game. So hang on a second. Yeah, hard. Let's skip as many cutscenes as possible. Skip. But yeah, every now and then I like to just respond to certain people to give outrageous reviews or whatever on shooters.
Sir, your squad! Go now! You're with me, let's go! We blended in it now! Shit!
but it's not impossible.
All in! We're getting out of here! Dabrowski! Sir, your squad! Go now! You're with me, let's go!
He reviews a lot of shooters. He plays a lot of shooters. I don't think he knows how to play them though. He knows how to play them and have a good time, but I don't think he knows how to play them. Like, I've never seen him. Maybe I have in other reviews, but in his review of this game, Resistance Fall of Man, or Resistance Full of SHIT, as he's put on this video title, I never see him crouch. I never see him really use the weapon's alternate fire. He also had a lot to say about the health system. He doesn't like the health system at all. I didn't really see him aiming down the sights. He said he streamed the entire game. Now see, he would probably call this section BS because there's not a lot of health and the enemy's not going down. All you gotta do is use secondary fire. Just use the secondary fire on the weapon, the grenade launcher, and he's probably dead. Nope, not yet. I didn't even see him throwing any grenades. So simple, right? Something like that he called BS because he probably would. Not that hard. I mean, it's a rough game, but it's fair.
Getting out of here! Dabrowski! Sir, your squad! Go now! You're with me, let's go!
Let's go. Ah, okay.
Oh, man! We're getting out of here! Dabrowski! Sir, your squad! Go now! You're with me, let's go!
You die. Like any other shooter. Any other shooter. Just keep going. It's called adapting.
Kiss air support, goodbye! They've got enough on us!
Checking.
Tied in the hostiles on the balcony! I'm hit!
I'll take that. I deserve that. I got a checkpoint though. Man. Very generous of the game to give me full health for the checkpoint. Again, I've never seen him aiming down the sights in his review or in any gameplay clips. So you have people that like first-person shooters, and you have people that can play them. He's not somebody that can play them. Not too well.
Watch out!
See, I'm using the environment, how I'm strafing, how I'm crouching, how I'm trying not to let the enemy get a good angle. That's how you're supposed to play a shooter. Use everything at your disposal. Jarek, the Gaming Dragon, would almost call this part BS. I mean, he played it on normal, so if he played it on hard, even the first level, he'd call this BS. The whole game to him is BS because he has to think, or Had to think. Whatever.
Here comes more!
I think in one of his gameplay clips on this review, he's actually on this level. He's going up the stairs, and there's a room. Then he goes in and he dies. He doesn't crouch or nothing. See how this cover right here? You're supposed to use this. You don't just run up here all willy-nilly. The game's giving you cover right here on top of the steps. Crouch. Take a look. Let's see what's up.
Got company!
He ran into this room and died. Shame on him. Toss a grenade, or if you have secondary fire, use that. I have one grenade. Let's use it. Bad throw. Probably a waste, but it's okay. Zoom in. I deserve that. Let's try again. Let's see what I learned from my last two deaths. Or if I learned.
They got enough on us! Thunder! Turn out before you lose your fucking head!
That's all you do. It's not that hard. The sensitivity here turned up some. Wow. Since I have a general idea for the enemies, maybe now I can make a better throw of my grenade, or a better placement of my secondary fire. Let's see. Let's see if I learned anything from my last death. That was a bad throw. I got a little greedy there. A little foolish. Let's try again. The aiming is kind of all over the place. The sensitivity. But it's okay. The aiming sensitivity does suck for the game. I will admit that.
Target the hostiles on the balcony! Hold your
See how I keep getting more? I keep saving health. I keep doing better and better. Like last time I had 0 health. I'm trying to learn from my mistakes, but in Jarek the Gaming Dragon's case, you don't learn from your mistakes. Well, he didn't say that, but the game's just BS all the way through. So. Even with bad sensitivity, I was still able to. Even with bad sensitivity, I was still able to light him up pretty good. And since I killed the guy on the balcony, I know there's only one enemy upstairs. Cause I killed this guy before, so I may even save my grenades for something else. I think there's a lane feature in this game. This aim sensitivity is really, 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 really bad. The game even gives you, it even gives you skill points after a while. I don't think he mentioned this in this review, but you know, it's just BS all the way around. So playthrough, so the skill points wouldn't matter to him. Where we at here? Where we at? Where we at? I must say the game feels really awkward with these aiming controls, with this poor sensitivity, but it's far from impossible. It's not impossible to beat. Shoot. My mistake. How do I get out of here? No, I'm stuck. Oh, here we go. Checkpoint. I may do a level per video. We'll see.
More up ahead!
Oh, that guy behind me. Okay. Don't know how to change weapons. I know you hold L1 to change weapons, but the game doesn't really have a. It doesn't seem to have a quick select. Let's see, change. Next. Alright, I guess the only way to change weapons is to hold. We'll see. We'll see. Oh. See, he would call this BS because they spawned enemies right behind you. But who cares, man? It's not an impossible game. Let's see here. Another mistake, or whatever he did. As he was let's playing the game, or as he was showing gameplay clips, he kept using this weapon as like as like a machine gun. That's not the point of this weapon. It's not a machine gun. Like, the main point of this weapon is called the bullseye for a reason. You tag an enemy, you get behind cover, and you shoot, and your bullets go to the enemy. He's using it as a regular weapon. Your carbine's your regular weapon. It has a pretty high rate of fire. Call it a machine gun if you want to. That's your primary. At least if you only have these two weapons. He's using the bullseye like it's a regular freaking gun. It's not. It's a gimmick gun. I mean, you can kill a bunch of enemies with it, but it's not what you use. So I'm going to save this right here. I'll use this later on. may get tricky. His other complaint was that he doesn't like the health system. You get, I think, 4 blocks of health, and if you have half a block left of health, it'll regenerate. But if you're low on health, your whole health bar, all 4 blocks, doesn't regenerate. Only the health bar that has health in it, whether it's a little bit or a lot, that regenerates. So if you got 3.5, you'll get that half back, and you have, whatever. But I don't think it regenerates on hard. We'll see. Wow. Okay. Let's try this again. See, this is your primary weapon. That's probably your strongest weapon right here. At least your strongest primary or whatever weapon. Your carbine. But see, on normal, that bar that's half full, it'll regenerate. I think it regenerates on hard, maybe at a slower rate. But yeah. Oh, nope. Yeah, there doesn't really seem to be. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can tap L1. Just tap it to change weapons. You can hold it to manually select weapons yourself. What the heck? How do I select it? There we go. I think I'm gonna die again. It's okay. It's okay. 3 frag grenades. I shouldn't die at all. 3 grenades. Let's see here. Say some games he said there's no real sense of I can't stand that freaking noise. Hang on a second. I like the noise, it's just I want to talk. He said that there's no real sense of progression in the game. I mean, why can't beating levels be enough? Sometimes progression in the game is just sometimes your reward is just keeping your health, just having managing your health, playing smartly, just playing smart. That's your reward. And some games, I know it sounds dumb. Look at games like Operation Flashpoint. What's your reward in that game? People say that game's hard as balls. It's hard. What is your reward? There is none. Smart play is your reward. Every shooter that comes out, it can't just be made, for the skill level of like a child. Like when you make a shooter, I know nothing about making games, but when you make shooters, you can't just make it freaking just easy, like you know. Especially when there's thousands of them. When you're gonna make a shooter, make it kind of challenging. Don't just make something where the difficulty level is just standard. You know, where it's just at like a really low standard, and it's really easy to whatever. You know. So he's looking for a reward. He's looking for progression, some sort of progression, and in his mind, he didn't find it. So I think that also contributed to his reason or whatever, where he said the game is just BS all the way through. Sometimes staying alive, that's your reward. Progressing through the next level, that's your reward. Getting better at the game is your reward. Sometimes. Alright. Let's do this. I think I will use this right here. But like I said, he was using this gun as like a regular weapon. You don't use it for that. You use it to tag enemies. I'll show you right now. Tag an enemy, and then get behind cover. This weapon's secondary fire, R2. That's the tag right there. It's more or less a secondary feature, more than a secondary fire mode. Well, it is a secondary fire mode. It is. See how the enemy's tagged? I'll get behind cover and I'll shoot. I messed up there really bad because I didn't want to use that gun for the situation. I have trouble using this gun when I'm dealing with enemies that are just, you know, in a straight line like this. If the level was more open, I wouldn't mind using this weapon right here. Excuse me. Let's try again. See, when I'm going down straight corridors like this, or at least this, for this particular level, I don't like using that bullseye weapon too much. At least not for this part of the level. So you getting a little better. Starting to preserve my health a little better. And see, that's probably Jarek the Gaming Dragon's problem. He got a new weapon, said, ooh, new weapon. Tried to use it. Oh, this sucks. This game is terrible. That's not your... The carbine is your main... That's your main thing. That's your main gun. At least in the beginning. This is what you need to use. You don't gotta use a new weapon just because you pick it up. At least not right away. little nail biting, a little intense, but I got through it. I may die right afterwards. And see, that's what I don't understand. Like he sometimes, Jarek sometimes complains about games not having cover systems, but yet he also says he plays a lot of games online. I mean, he loves Halo. Halo has no cover system, but he's always talking about, like, he didn't mention it, but in other videos he'll mention no cover system, no whatever. If you play as many online games as you say you do, you're not used to strafing left and right. You can't do that right there. So, all right. Oh, yikes! Look at that. Oh shoot! My mistake.
Sergeant Hale! Looks like your squad got it bad. Come
Okay.
on. Let's get to the depot. Double time.
Man, that's it. No, he probably won't even watch this video, which is fine. He doesn't have to watch it. I may do 2 levels instead of 3. I was trying to find a level select code where I could just skip to certain levels and just test it out, but I haven't found one. So.
Hey, Sarge, you all right? They told me Arrow 2 was wiped out. Come on.
Be right back.